Hello and welcome to the Civilization World Cup Season 2 Week 3. We are still in the group stages and I'm gonna just go over the results of last week before we enter the game between P Patrol and the Pyramid. We got P Patrol getting a win over LSA, Low Skill Animals. That is a new Russian team that has showed up in this tournament. And then Pyramid did the same against them. We got P Patrol getting a win against Chop Chop. And then the game between Pyramid and Chop Chop has been postponed. We do not know exactly what will happen to Team Chop Chop right now because we did have a lot of connectivity issues between Asia and Europe. So we're gonna have to watch how we can solve that. In the meantime, you do see in the lower part of the screen in Group A Week 2 we got PP Patrol with already 3 wins and Pyramid with 1. These are the guys who will fight each other today on the Inland Sea map, as you have seen in the early animation in the introductionary video. And I really do hope we're gonna see an extraordinary game. I wanna see the map. I hope it's not gonna be we're not gonna see a lot of remaps. So in the meantime, the players have started banning and choosing the draft. So I'm gonna switch the screen to the main one. There we go. Hello, good evening. We got 6 bans, 3 from each team. We got Catherine de Medici, Russia, Rome, Mali, Cree, and Maya. As we know, there are 2 civilizations that are automatically banned in the tournament. That is Grand Columbia and Maori. And right now we are waiting for the biggest ban to pick his first civilization. We are also using the MP Helper mod to give us this wonderful UI so we can see in real time and have a decent user interface to actually work around the esports choosing and banning type of style. So the first 3 civilizations in the game, we got PP Patrol choosing Japan, then Pyramid going for Daido and Lotaro, that is Mapuche. Extremely strong leaders to begin with, and interesting because Japan has been one of the banned ones from what I know in the last few weeks. It is an extremely adaptable civ, most picked in the season 1 I believe. And then we got Daido. Daido has proven itself very powerfully, especially against nations like Rome. We've seen Colento do some amazing things with it. We've seen Jack the Ripper do almost the same. So yeah, even with less land than anyone else, just settling the small islands and using coastal tiles to work. Then Mapuche. Again, very good civilization. It gets an extra +5. It has amazing units, the Malon Raiders, and the unique improvement, the Shimamul. Gitarja, Indonesia, picked by Middle Student, our star of the show, I should say. Well, except Falcon, as we know, Falcon has proven himself extremely good. But Middle Student with his non-freshwater settles, will he do that again? Will he show us the great power of settling non-fresh? Then Under the Gun going for Gandhi. Gandhi has been a little bit buffed, I should say, or changed in the BBG mod. And again, a very good civilization, powerful civilization to work with. Not sure if it's gonna work out well on the Inland Sea map. We're gonna have to see how much land they have, how much or I should say what is their proximity to each other, and if Gandhi actually gets to use his Varu or religion on somebody else. But anyway, he could use his religion to get extra culture or extra research or something like that. We're gonna have to wait and see. Malm going for Victoria. That is the counter pick for Daido, and it is actually in the same team on a map that has an inland sea. So this is actually going to be quite interesting to see. The 2 extremely powerful civilizations. Usually they are picked one on each team, and this time we're going to see them in the same team, Victoria and Dido. Then we got Tamar, picked by Milamber. Tamar is a very good civilization to keep city states. It gets a double envoy once you do get your religion inside a city state. Usually it is used with a belief. Not I kind of forgot the name, but it adds 200 pressure once you insert one envoy into a city state. So basically you can convert the city states. And then we got the Falcon going for Genghis Khan. That is, I should say, an extremely aggressive civilization. And there we go. Thank you, Volholio. That is correct. That is papal primacy. It has been so long since I played Tamar, I totally forgot about it. Yeah, and now we see the players actually switching their civilizations in the draft. They did pick in order of their importance of how they want to play this game, and now they are free to choose between themselves from the draft they actually chose. So we got actually the biggest band going for the Keshik factories, Malm going for Victoria, Nerevan going for Dido. Under the gun, a newcomer, by the way. This is, I think, his first tournament in Civilization 6. We did see him for a few months in CPL playing normal FFAs, getting into the teamer stage, and now he has joined the PB Patrol gang in the Season 2 of the Civilization World Cup, and we're expecting great things from him. Going for Hojo Tokimyun this time, Japan. And Chuck Morris going for Lotaro, Milamber for Tamar, and Falcon for Gandhi. There we go. We're probably gonna have all players ready up, and we will see the game. There was a Steam update earlier, around I should say 30 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago. And I'm really hoping we're actually gonna have a stable game today. Really hoping we're gonna have a stable game today. I heard there were some issues in other games. I heard they might cause the Steam update might cause some crashes. Not sure if that's gonna happen. I did ask all the players in the lobby to actually restart their Steam before they actually joined. So I think it should be fine. But anyway, you know. Keep hopes up. How are you guys doing? Do you have a favorite in this matchup between PB Patrol and Pyramid? I do want to mention Pyramid was or has undergone a rename. They were in the Distoria Taipei Stream Tournament as well. They played as the Confined Mongers, and they did get to the finals. Very good team. They come from the CivFr server, and you can recognize some of their names. I'm pretty sure. Looks like there was a little mix up there. They did try to switch slots to give middle student the first slot, and because of that, they got the same name. Sometimes this bug happens, and we're not sure exactly why it happens, but usually we just have to reconnect. Unfortunately, I don't think that's a possibility right now. The biggest ban is actually the host of this game, so he can't actually get out of the game easily. Hello there, Lollipop. You're right on time. We're loading into the game right now, and we're gonna see the first iteration of the Inland Sea map of this game. We, as usual, have to pause the game at turn 8 and wait for the team captains to cast their... actually wait for all members to cast their votes. They discuss between each other and cast the votes using the new UI interface that has been implemented after MP Helper. Yes, the mod has bans, the mod has a lot of things actually right now. And this is it, the Inland Sea map. We've seen this map in the Season 1. I think we've seen this map in the Distoria Taipei Stream Tournament. And we had some amazing nuking games on it. We had the possible culture victory from Distoria. If you remember, he was somewhere to the southwest here. That's the game I remember. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the spawns. Oh, one thing to mention about Inland Sea, it's you cannot go left and right. It's not. I'm not sure how to say it in English. It doesn't go around the map, I guess. And to the top right, we got Falcon. This time with India, it looks like he did switch with Ben right in the lobby. And what will he choose? Will he go for the cotton, get the extra gold, get the amenity, and work the deer? Or will he go for the mountains or the horse settle? He doesn't see the horse right now, but he could, I guess, predict it. There are not many tiles around it. Anyway, pretty good spawn there. And he did play Gandhi. I think he really likes to... Yes, there we go, duck for the duck, thank you. It is not horizontally continuous. That's a mouthful, I should say. Next to him, under the gun, his team member getting Vesuvius with Japan. 4 tiles away to the south, he spawned on the coast under Vesuvius there. With an extremely good campus here. Look at this, +4 directly in his cap, but he does need to chop the bananas or wait for bronze working and irrigation to actually plant something there. He does have coffee in his capital city, and he will have a +4 harbor because of the fish. Japan does get an extra adjacency from any district around it, including the capital city. He will probably work the bananas and grow very fast, and with the coffee he's gonna get extra culture. I should say it's a 8 out of 10 spawn. All he's missing is some turtle. Oh, look at this sugar to the southeast here. We got on the same coast to the east Indonesia, and this is actually interesting. Indonesia has spawned still near under the gun, same team. To the east, but with not that good of a settle, I should say. He will probably stay on the coast. Not sure if he's gonna want to settle this Uluru, but even this Uluru, if you do put a Petra on it, it's gonna be amazing. We do know middle student likes his wonders. Let's see how he will choose to play this game. In the meantime, he will have an amazing harbor in his capital city, crabs, fish, and he's gonna get to work the sugar to get a higher population. Look at that, he's already working it. His population will grow in 2 turns, and he's going for a scout first. I do want to mention Indonesia gets a +2 faith from settling on the coast, so right now he's I think he's the only one, but let's check that on the yield stat. We got, yes, he's the only one actually making faith at this moment. Oh, I really love this improvement. Finally, you can actually click and it stays there. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you, Jack the narrator. Thank you. Let's go next up. We got Tamar Milamber with an inland spawn this time. It looks like he did spawn on some freshwater, the lakes, and this is one of the things that is happening on the inland sea. You don't see that many rivers, though we do have this river or this river. I know I had a discussion at some point about the Coupe Hunger Games, if you are familiar with it, and Esdith was telling me that he had to modify the map because there were not that many rivers going through it. But anyway, last time we did see a lot of players placing non-freshwater cities or cities near mountains that could be aqueductable. We're gonna see if this happens this time. Not a bad spawn for Georgia. He does have quite a few cities next to him to go for freshwater and decent mountains. He's not gonna have a good holy site though, so he's gonna rely mostly on his walls to get him faith. We do have England on the map here, spawning to the east on the coast from Indonesia, and it looks like Malm here will be in a naval war quite early against Indonesia. An amazing spawn, I should say, for England here. I really like the 3 fish that are near him, and I do like that he has amber in his capital. It's gonna be extremely, I guess, late until he gets that amber, but he will probably settle another city here and get another harbor, so pretty good. Halong Bay to his north, look at that settleable. Not very good tiles, but it's always nice to have a wonder next to you, right? Good times to work around. Next up, we got the biggest Ben, Mongolia, spawning between... Oh, actually, no, it's not next up. Sorry, that was... I got ahead of myself. We got Mapuche, Chuck, Maurice. I should say an extremely aggressive player, by the way. Very aggressive in terms of wording. He really likes his word. And looks like this time he did spawn just as Tamar did on an inland lake. He does have a few cities next to him, but I honestly don't like his land. Really don't like his land. Usually Mapuche spawns with very good, I should say, appeal around him, or tiles have really good appeals, but this time, oh my god, this is a disaster for him. Remember his unique unit, the Shema, unique improvement, I should say. His Shemamul can only be placed on breathtaking tiles, and it does give him, well, of course, the era score points and extra culture. That's a very good improvement. He's not gonna use it this time. It doesn't look like he's gonna use it this time. We're gonna have to wait and see if they actually keep this map. It is turn 3, so we do have 5 more turns to go until we find out if they want to keep this map or remap. I think they will want to keep this map, but that's just me. The biggest band, Mongolia, we're looking at his spawn again. If he doesn't get research, if he doesn't research bronzeworking, he will have a good campus in his capital, but as we know, some players do go for bronzeworking before they go for campuses, so we're gonna see how this plays out. It looks like he will go for an early builder, not going for his usual settler. So, yeah, so he might actually go for that deer, improve it, and then improve the diamonds. Maybe go for an Artemis here. He does have Cliffs of Dover to his southwest on the coast, and I'm pretty sure he's not gonna want to stay on the coast. So he's between England and Dido to his west, who we're gonna talk about in a minute here. But honestly, I guess he's the best choice to have between all civilizations. He's like between 3 enemies, and yeah, he's not gonna have a good time here unless he just uses the Keshek factories, as players like to call Mongolia's cities. And there we go. Last but not least, we got Dido, Nerevan. I do not know who Nerevar is. If you guys know who he actually is, that or any details about him, that will help me a lot. And of course, the other players that are watching right now, or the viewers. He does have a good spawn. The fish, the wine, working that 2-3-1 tile is always amazing. He's gonna have a 4-2. Once he improves the fish, he's gonna have an amazing harbor, and probably gonna get, oh, look at that, 3 fish, right? Amazing +5 harbor in his capital city. And as we know, Dido is well known for its early boats, the biremes. That is his unique unit. They're stronger on the water, but he's gonna have to fight Japan early on, I guess. They are quite close to each other, as you can see, and Japan does get a +5 on the coast, so his boats might actually be up to keeping the biremes in check. We're gonna have to see how Nerevar actually plays. Also, in the meantime, hello there, Brixos and Warbringer, welcome. Now that we see the map, let's take a look at the city-states. We got Bandar Brunei, Lisbon and Hunza as the commercial city-states. We got Auckland and Buenos Aires, with Brussels as the industrial city-states. Armagh and Kandy as the 2 faith city-states. In Granada with Kabul for military. So Fez is the single city. Oh, it didn't spawn. Oh, it did. Why didn't I? Never mind. So Fez did spawn on the map. I was getting worried there. Whew, no science city-state. That's gonna be a long game. And look at that. Religious settlements already picked by Mr. Middle Student here, who did have early faith going on for him, the 2 faith bonus that he gets from settling on the coast with Indonesia. At the end of the turn, we will have the pause, and we will let the players choose if they want to keep this map or not. And it looks like Middle is already going for that sugar settle on the Wonder. I'm actually surprised he's actually gonna go there, but sure, okay. After the players will decide if they want to play this map out or not, I'm gonna put up the usual poll that we do before we actually go into the first stage. And let's see, how will this go? Falcon actually paused, okay. There we go. Who will win? That will be the question, and it's probably gonna be between PP Patrol and the Pyramid. I don't know why I wanted to say confined mongers, but yeah, I need to get used to their new name. Perfectly oval seas. Well, yeah, it doesn't look like it. I don't think I ever saw perfectly oval sea. And it looks like the nays have it this time. The majority has spoken. Game will continue on the current map. We're gonna see them fight each other right here, and I think we're gonna see a lot of naval warfare with Mongolia getting some Keshex in between and fighting Mapuche here. Which honestly for Mapuche it's not gonna be great at all. Remember, Mongolia does get a chance to capture enemy horses, and guess what? The Marlon Raiders are horses. So yeah, we're gonna see how this plays out. It's not a great chance, but yeah, it's better than nothing. And I don't think we're gonna see Mapuche go for swords anytime soon, or maybe we will. I don't know. Maybe Jack Ponies does realize he's gonna put himself in danger if he goes for horses. Most of the players are at that stage of the game. They want to build up settlers and expand as soon as possible. And look at that, the biggest Ben has actually found a relic. He's gonna get an early Pantheon here. And he stopped working on that builder. He probably just worked for it one turn. And there we go. He just switched back. Oh, not even one turn? Okay, never mind. It was a bamboozle here. He actually just put that builder in work and then switched it to the settler. He realized it's more important. Kind of bad he doesn't have anywhere with fresh water to settle, unless he goes for this, I guess. And there we go, he actually goes for this. So let's put up the poll. You now see the map, you know the players, you know their civilization, and you know the city states, you know their proximity to each other, and you know how this would go. In the meantime, I do like to remind everyone that we've seen some extraordinary upsets in past games, so be careful what you choose. And there we go, the vote is up. We got the two choices, PP Patrol and the Pyramid. We got on the PP Patrol side, Falcon the biggest Ben under the gun with middle student. On Pyramid, we got Milamber, Chuck Morris, Nerevar, and Malm. Nerevar is a new player, and again, I would like to shout out to everybody who might know Nerevar and give us some spicy details about him, because I personally do not know who he is. I'm gonna see. This is gonna be a first time for me seeing him playing on on a tournament, in a tournament game, I should say, and he's playing Dido, one of the, I guess, one of the biggest and the baddest civilization in this game, other than Victoria. Already 5 votes in PB Patrol. Guys, come on. Malm has England. Look at this. Already 4-1 fishes in his capital city. He's gonna have to fight Indonesia quite soon. Then we got Dido spawning to the northeast of Japan. He's probably gonna be locked in a naval warfare since the beginning of the game with Japan, with those amazing Japanese +5 boats. And look at this, actually. Falcon for settling. Oh my god, for settling Japan here. Insane. This is wow. This is. That too. That too. Look at this. Exactly. Nice catch there. For that, I actually was looking at that, but then got caught up in the pole. He's gonna plant on the cotton. He's gonna buy this tile and this with the 3 mountains and 1 geothermal fission and 1 reef. It's gonna be a +7 campus. Amazing start here for Nisha. He will need to go for his harbors as well, but I think he will catch up quite early if he chooses to go for, you know, campuses. That's a +7. It will surely double his science output. We do have as a pantheon chosen for Mongolia here in the city of Karakorum. We have God of Craftsman. He did get an early hut, I wanted to say, and that relic. I was thinking if he is allowed to trade it away or not, so I could, you know, follow up on my idea. But anyway, in the meantime, he did settle the city of Ulaanbaatar to the east here. He does have this mountain, well, I should say, volcano in between. He might settle that and aqueduct it, not sure. It's an extremely dangerous settle, especially since that volcano is active. He doesn't have a city-state, an easy city-state to kill unless he goes for Bandar, but that's a awfully bad city. Look at this, 1-2 tiles everywhere, no fresh water, nowhere to get fresh water from, so his choices are quite limited. He's going for his second settler here in 2 turns, and in the meantime, by the way, you do have 1 more minute to choose one of the 2 options in the vote between PP Patrol and Pyramid. Already 6 votes, 86% of you consider that PP Patrol will get the win here, and only 1 vote in the Pyramids, guys. What is this? No chance for Malm. Are there too many players from CPL here that are not CivFr fans, I guess? Anyway, in the meantime, I did see someone pick God of the Sea, but I didn't know who, and now I find out. Look at this, Malm actually is going for God of the Sea with his 4-2 fishes that are transformed right now in 4-3-1 tiles. Amazing production here in the city of London, not to mention he will have crabs to work that will provide him extra gold and some diamonds as well. He's going for his 3rd city. And we do have another Pantheon pick here by Milamber with Tamar. He's going for religious idols. Religious idols, I believe it's the one that gives you from faith from mines, right? Over bonus resources and stuff like that, or is it something else? Maybe let me check. Yes, it's +3 faith from mines over luxury and bonus resources. Interesting, interesting pick here with Tamar, but he will have a lot of diamonds to work. Look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anywhere else? Anyone? 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's a lot of diamonds. Then, oh, look at this. It's like 14 diamond tiles over here to work for him. Yeah, he's gonna have fun with the +3 faith he gets from all of them. Each of them, I should say. Falcon going for a sacred path, already making holy site prayers to get a faster prophet, and we see he's in a close range with the middle student. While Tamar did not place his holy site yet, he did work on his third settler, or I should say second settler from Tbilisi, and he's waiting to move it. I'm guessing he's gonna go here somewhere on the right tile. Let's see how it goes. Oh, wait a second, I didn't see this. Namadol is in the game. Ooh, interesting. Did I see this? No, I didn't talk about it. I don't remember saying that Namadol is in the game. What, quite an upset there. It's gonna give amazing culture to whoever picks it. No, they don't. If you settle a city on the geothermal fissure, it does not kill its adjacency bonuses. It does not destroy the feature on it. There was a time that happened. I'm not sure if it was changed by the base game, like Fireaxis changed it, or we changed it in a mod. But I'm pretty sure somebody from the stream will answer that question. In the meantime, the third city of Nerevar is going to the west here. He did build a biome and started scouting the coast, and he will probably see Japan here quite quickly. And it looks like in the city of Kyoto there's already a campus going with a +3 adjacency, 2 turns away from finishing, and probably in Tokyo he will build another. Not sure if he's gonna use that banana tile or not. Personally, I don't think I would have chosen this this spot to settle. Just because he doesn't have that many tiles to work. It doesn't feel like, well, I mean, there's only one hill, or maybe 2 hills. Yeah, he's probably gonna settle one of the Mercury tiles here and get an extra amenity for his team, while he could give it to India. And there we go, we got the first 2 religions of the game. Indonesia going for reliquaries. Relics have a triple yield of both faith and tourism, with a defender of the faith. He will probably get the relic from Mr. Biggest Bender, and he might actually choose candy. There was candy in the game. There is candy in the game. I would like to remind everyone, candy's unique bonus is receive a relic every time you discover a new natural wonder and earn 50% faith from all relics. Amazing city to have. This is gonna be quite a middle student high faith generation game. And there we go. The answer is from Von Horio. Fireaxis actually made that change, and from then on, you can settle on geothermal fissures without actually destroying them. The second religion of the game is Hinduism, picked by India. As we know, India does get 3 beliefs to choose at the beginning, and he went for full-on culture with faith output. Choral music. Shrines and temples provide culture equal to their intrinsic faith output with lay ministry. Each holy site or theater square district in a city following this religion provides +2 faith or +2 culture respectively. With an added belief, that is the crusade belief. Combat units gain +7 combat strength near foreign cities that follow this religion. Amazing religion here. Not sure on whom he's gonna work it. At the moment, he forward settled his teammate instead of going on the river here towards Phoenicia. He will have a lot of cities to settle. Not all of them will have fresh water. Not all of them will have amazing mountains, but he's India. an adaptable civilization, usually one of the high pop civilizations of this game. And I'm waiting to see what he's gonna go for in his government plaza. If he's gonna go for Ancestral Hall or Audience Chamber, or if he's gonna go Warlord's Throne. We don't know yet. We're gonna have to wait. City Patreon got us picked as a pantheon by Japan here. He really wants to build those districts much faster. It does give him an extra, what, 25%, I believe. That's quite a sensible. Oh, 50% actually. Whoa, 50% production towards districts in cities without a specialty district. Was this buffed recently? I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Anyway, 50% is quite good here. Next up, who do we have? Fertility rights picked by Mapuche, getting a free builder from it and extra food on the sheep, rice, and I think wheat tiles. And that's why he has 4-1 ships and 3-3 ships. That's actually gonna counteract the fact that he doesn't have that many tiles to work with food. And we're gonna see how this goes. In the meantime, he did get an encampment out, and I think he's the first one. No, he's the second one in the game to go for a general. It looks like Mongolia as well, with amazing production, and he still didn't settle his third city. Wasn't he building a... What happened? Okay, interesting, guys. I thought I saw him build another settler, but I guess he just went 2 cities. Anyway, in the meantime, he's going encampment training, and he's gonna get a general soon, already with 15 out of 30 points. He's probably gonna be on, what, 28 points next turn? 29 points, so he's 1 point away from getting his first general. That will be Budiga, general from the classical era. There are only 3 generals in that era to choose from, and probably Mapuche here will want one. In the meantime, he's a little bit aggressed by this Mongolian scout that will probably pillage those horses. He does have a scout of his own to actually go against it, but I'm pretty sure Mongolia is still using the double experience for scouts card, maybe. Let's actually see that. Where is Mongolia? The biggest Ben? The biggest Ben? What is his government? Yes, there we go. He's using the survey military policy. That's a double experience for recon units. Once you do get hit, you're gonna get, well, especially if you're level 0, you're gonna get a free promotion on that scout. Nine more turns until we're gonna see the first era change. Most probably all of the civilizations in this game will be in a golden age. That's how it works in 4v4 setup. You do get an extra era score from meeting all of the civilizations in the game, so that is pretty much done when you do declare war or you meet one of the other team. Ooh, interesting. Japan already is sensing there is something coming for him. There's only one biting, but he started building up his galley fleet, and it looks like in the meantime Nerevar is more interested in improving his territory and maybe expanding than actually doing something about Japan here. He's gonna need to build some boats at some point, but in the meantime I'm pretty sure the Japanese galleys won't be able to get through this Pyrim if he goes into a one-tile choke, for example this one. Just to show you guys the damage, it looks like a Pyrim is equal to a galley. At this point, the galley does have the +5 combat strength in shallow waters. What is middle student doing here? So he did settle that, what was it, sugar? Yeah, the sugar. He's getting a 4-1 city, the second one. He didn't go for the third city, and right now he's building a trader and a builder. He's interested, it looks like, to improve his land. He didn't go for harbors, and this actually might cost him, because look at this, England does have boats out, and already I think they killed one of middle students' units there. They are a little bit damaged, and it looks like he's already going for the coast to see where that boat came from. And I'm a bit worried here about middle student, even though he does have defender of the faith. So in his own borders, he's gonna have an extra +5 on the defense or offense against these English galleys. We do know Victoria is getting free ships from his harbors. He didn't build the harbors yet. He's probably working on it right now. And let's see that in the technology tree. We do have him, wait a second, what is? Man, going for celestial navigation. Next turn, he's gonna be able to start building his Royal Navy harbors. He's gonna start getting those admiral points and getting the admirals. The first admiral is not actually a very good one. It's called Artemisia. It grants a 1 promotion level to a military naval unit, but compared to the others, it's not that good, especially to the fleet admiral, for example. Anyway, it will provide him an extra +5 on the water, and if he needs to, he's gonna use it against Indonesia. There will probably be a skirmish here between Mapuche, Chuck Maurice, and the biggest band with Mongolia. It looks like they are both preparing for a land war, getting those generals. And I think Mapuche did get no, he didn't. So he did get one project in. He's 18 out of 30. He needs another project. It looks like he's one turning it right now, while Mongolia here is more interested in getting more settlers out, and looks like he's 3 turns away from getting one. He did expand somewhere, and look at this. Man actually has bows towards him as well. This is interesting. He should move all those bows to the south here and just focus on Indonesia's capital city. The city is 27 strength. That tells me he did build one galley, and probably that was the galley that died to England here. And it looks like there's already Royal Navy dockyards in the build order, I should say, not all, in the build order. Still no holy site from Mr. Milamber here. This is not a usual play, I should say, from Georgia. Usually you do see with a religion. As I was saying, papal primacy is an amazing religious belief for him. But in the meantime, he will get to use that pantheon he got, the religious idol one. So all of these diamond tiles he has in the city's borders will be giving him +3 faith. That's gonna be amazing. He's already getting his tickets that are the unique walls of Georgia. They do give him extra. Wait a second. I wanna put them on the screen here. So this is the ticket. Building unique to Georgia, which replaces and is stronger than the ancient walls, provides +3 tourism after advancing to the conservation civic, provides an extra +3 faith. When in Golden Age, the tourism and faith are 100%. So you can get a possible +3 faith, +6, I mean, faith from each wall improvement. So that's 1, 2, 3. 18 faith just from those 3 cities. Not to mention he's gonna get a lot of faith from the diamonds and everything. He could get a decent monumentality age output just from those. In the meantime, I still think he should have gone for um, his religion. He will get to use his beliefs to actually overcome his enemies in suzerain states. More boats are coming out from Phoenicia, and it looks like Japan already built 4 of them. Does he have more in the build? No. He really wants to guarantee there's not going to be an invasion of Phoenician boats here. And in the meantime, look at this. Phoenicia is actually closing the chokes. How close will Phoenicia get to him? Not sure. In the meantime, he's more interested in building up those cothons that will give him an extra production for building boats and settlers. And in the meantime, he does have amazing districts to build as well. Oh, hello there. Hello there, Tomb Raider. Yes, middle student going for and probably dying for Indonesia. What is this? Middle student. Oh, he does not see it. Oh my god. Look at this. Middle student getting greedy here. Not realizing there are English boats about to come on his shores, going against the Mahapahit city. Oh my god, he saw it. Last moving his galleon. And it looks like he did buy 1 galley in the city. That's one thing that Indonesia has as an advantage against other civilizations on the sea. It is able to buy the boats with faith. At the same time, he's not making that much faith. I want to point that out. Let's check out the yield step. On the yield step, he's making 25 faith a turn right now. That's a boat every 3 turns or something. I think it's 60 for a galley, if I'm not mistaken, and around 120 for a quadrim. He will have a Stonehenge, and as I was pointing out earlier, he does have Defender of the Faith, as you can see in the bottom right. That will not help the city though. That doesn't increase the city strength. But look at this. If he does try to attack the city, his boat will withstand extreme damage. It's going to half HP, and I think if he does that, middle students galleys will just be able to kill the English galley quite easily. I was looking at England's spawn earlier, and I was seeing a lot more boats coming out, and of course those harbors that will give him free boats. And it looks like he's scouting the north part there. He wants to see what's on the coast, so he knows where to focus his total attention. He's getting more settlers in the meantime, just as we are expecting. It's not gonna be easy for man to actually push middle student here with only 2 galleys, but he's gonna certainly make him use his production for something other than what he's using it right now. Yep, there we go, making another galley in 2 turns. We are 2 turns away also from switching the age here, and we're gonna need to find out where and what are they playing. Who's gonna go for free inquiry? Who's gonna go for pen brush and voice? And who's gonna get a monumentality? Probably none will go for the fourth option. That option is mostly used in duels, as far as I know, to get that extra movement for missionaries and apostles. But in team games, in FFAs, it's not that common. Looks like the biggest band, Mongolia, here is still on 2 cities, spamming out horses from both of them, and I'm not sure exactly where he's gonna wanna go, but I think those horses will be seen from afar. Mapuche does have warriors and scouts between his cities and Mongolia's forward settler of Ulaanbaatar. He will probably notice them and start building his own military units. In the meantime, look at his capital. While he did get fertility rights, yes, there we go, he went for Li Ang as the first governor of choice, and that will improve his resources by 1 food each. That's why he has 3 horses, 4 sheep, 5 sheep. That's gonna probably be 4 to 5 with 4 bananas, a 3 incense. Very good styles in his capital city. He is lacking a little bit of production, but that could be overcome. He does have more, I guess, one more hill to get and improve. Oh, and look at that! England actually managed to get one of middle student's galleys, but in the meantime he will lose his. Will he? Is this gonna die? It didn't die. Unbelievable. And it does have a promotion on it. It is 22 out of 22 experience points until the next level. There is another galley coming up to back up his forward ones, and it looks like it's gonna be right on time. Middle student is building more galleys, but not spending his faith at the moment. He has 267 in the bank. That's almost the same as Gandhi there, and I think we just switched to the new age. Let's see, middle student, monumentality, golden age. He's gonna buy the builders and the settlers with faith. Under the gun, going for a free inquiry with Japan. That's understandable. Mongolia going for pen brush and voice, getting a +2 culture and +1 gold for each specialty district, and it looks like he's gonna totally idle himself into Mapuche here. And I did see something that I didn't want to see earlier. Did you remember when I was saying that he shouldn't get bronze working before campuses? Well, he did, and this happened, and I think that was an F moment right there. But yeah, that's quite bad. That's a sad day when you see an iron tile be on a +3 campus tile or more. Anyway, let's get back to this Gandhi monumentality golden age already with, look at this, 5 cities. I see one settler out from the city of Chennai, spamming those holy sites everywhere, getting his government plots on, and he's gonna probably get some campuses here and there, improving his cities with he was 280 or almost 300 faith a turn. Well, now he's 80. So he did buy some builders, he did buy probably this settler, and he's gonna get some more. Malm, next up from the pyramid team, we got him in a free inquiry golden age. That was a no-brainer. Since he's England, he's gonna have those Navy dockyards. He's already attacking middle student here and putting him on the defense. Middle student, it looks like he did manage to clean up those 2 boats. The first one that attacked his capital city. Not sure how Malm didn't get the first moves here, but yeah, he did it, and this happened, and he lost 2 boats. Nerevar Phoenicia here, our new player, is having a little bit of trouble against one single Indian warrior. And look at this, the invasion of the Japanese boats, and it looks like he chose the wrong tile to defend on. Ouch. Chuck Morris, Pen Russian Voice, +2 culture, +1 goal for each special district. He did go for encampment, and he's probably gonna get somewhere the government plaza. Not sure if he's gonna go for more than that. In the meantime, he will probably need to defend against these Mongolian horses that are coming towards him. In the meantime, Mongolia did get a third city, and looks like he's just scouting a little bit with the second horse, not getting more. So he's just trolling away with that horse in the front. Milamber already working on his culture victory here, getting Oracle in his main city, the city of Tbilisi, Oracle and Government Plaza with quite good tiles now. He did go for Liang himself, and he's getting that extra food. Almost at 6 pop next time. He's gonna need extra housing in his capital. I'm not sure if I see housing. I don't see how much housing he has available right now, and I don't think he did go for audience chamber so early. So yeah, probably gonna need to wait and see how this plays out. He is the only one that I've seen build a wonder this game, and well, Oracle, I should say, not a wonder, Oracle, because I did see middle student here go for Stonehenge to get that extra apostle. And it looks like middle student is actually gonna go for an land war with Indonesia. Going for horses. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 horses. 4 from his capital city. Another one from Ternate coming in 2 turns. He's probably gonna kill the city of Armagh in the meantime. And he's gonna have open roads towards Newcastle upon Tyne. That is a British city. It is the southernmost city of Malm, and Malm is getting a settler from there. I'm waiting to see where he will move. If he goes on the coast to the south, if he goes inland, he must see what's happening right now in the city of Armagh. Nobody's actually sues of it, but I do think he did see the city. He did uncover it, but I want to check to be sure. Yeah, he did see the city, so he now knows the city is in danger. It is in the yellow territory of his garrison health. What religion does middle student have? That is Protestantism, as we know middle student likes it. The relics have a triple yield of both faith and tourism. He already had a relic from the biggest bender, and his second belief, defender of the faith. Okay, I'm a bit unsettled here by what's happening near Daido's land. How is he being pushed back by Phoenicia? By Japan? What? What? Now that everybody's in a golden age, Mapuche does get his +5 against Mongolia, and Mongolia only has his +3 right now from the Mongol horde trait, I believe. So let's see how fast he will get more bonuses. He doesn't have his general there, not sure why. And an interesting fact here, I didn't see Mapuche get his second project done. I think there was actually enough time for Mongolia to get all the generals, but I don't think he wanted to idle himself that badly. He did get the fourth settler here, yes, and settled the city of Aksu in the meantime. Probably gonna settle this volcano, and let's see what he will choose. But anyway, non-freshwater settlers, this is not ideal land to go with. And there we go. England did go for the settler towards the south. He doesn't have, as far as I know, classical units at this point. Oh, he does. Never mind, he does. And that is another continent. Very nice. That was something that I didn't catch earlier. That is another continent. That is an amazing tile, by the way. 3-3-2 to work. It's gonna have another 2-2 and 2 gold from that maize resource. That was a new resource, a new bonus resource implemented with Frontier Pass, and I'm looking forward to see if they're going to implement some more in the following month when they will release another civilization. And the fact that he got an extra unit, like a mini unit, that is because he settled his city on another continent. That is one of the traits of Victoria, and we'll like to put it up here. There we go. So each time you found your first city on a continent other than your home continent, receive a free mini unit and a trade route capacity. Constructing any Royal Navy dockyards grants you a copy of the strongest naval unit you can build. There is Crusade in the game. India chose it actually. Falcon here will go for Crusade probably against Malm at some point. In the meantime, Malm is oh, and it looks like there is a bug here. They can't send envoys into any city states at the moment. This is quite an interesting bug. Not sure how can they fix that. I never heard of this. I did point out earlier that England is getting a lot of admirals. He does get +2 admiral points from each of his harbors. He had 3 harbors, and look at that, already 2 admirals recruited. He got Artemisia and Gaius Tellius. And I'm waiting to see. I can't actually click on whatever they were. Hey there, Young Pink. Thank you very much for the follow. And look at this amazing fish tiles, 441 fish tiles. That is just beautiful to see. I understand there's still some worry there about what's gonna happen with the envoys. Not sure if they actually can do it or not, but I do see Auckland, for example, with 7 envoys in there. That is why there is an extra production on those fish tiles. I was wondering what happened there, and I got the answer right now. In the meantime, he's fighting Middle Student's horseman. He actually just got one. Will Middle Student be able to kill it though? That's an interesting question to find the answer to. I don't think so. I mean, he might double tap it, but oh no, he's more interested in getting the city than killing his swordsman. I don't think he would have actually, because he needed to move this horseman here and then bring this horse here, who's just gonna remain there, not able to actually get the attacks done this time. And still the usual Middle Student gameplay. He's going for wonders instead of more cities. It looks like he's gonna probably buy the settlers with faith and settle. There we go, another settler from Badung. That is one non-freshwater city. And building pyramids in the city of Ternate. He's gonna need to build Petra there as well. That's an amazing city for Petra. It did get 1 tile, or actually more than 1 tile improvements from a desert storm here. I think there was one more production on this hill tile. There was one more production on this and one food on this. That's not bad, really not bad. The fourth city is settled for the biggest band here for Mongolia. Kokekota has been settled near that volcano tile. He's gonna probably work that 311 or the 22. Actually, the 22 he just bought it, right? So he's gonna work that, getting a second population importance and monument in 7. Not sure if why he's going for a monument. He should be going for a granary to get more housing in there and use that to get more population. A second encampment is gonna be out in Ulaanbaatar for him, and he's gonna be well on his way to getting his Keshek factories. He does have, or I should say, Mongolia has a unique building. That is the Ordu. This is it, a building unique to Mongolia. Grants an ability that gives a +1 movement to heavy and light cav trained in the city. 25 combat experience for all cav units trained in the city. And strategic resource stockpiles are increased by 10 on standard speed. It does give +2 production, replaces the stable, +1 housing, and 1 general point per turn. Oh, and looks like Mr. Jack Morris here has gone for the city park improvement and will, yeah, there we go, will improve one in his capital city. That will give him an extra 3 science, 3 culture, and 3 gold from his tile. Usually it's amazing on grassland tiles, but still, plains tiles work as well. You do need to place just 1 per city, and you need to move Governor Liang from the city after you place it to actually get it into another city. It's only available with the governor in the city, established in the city. And looks like Mapuche is interested in settling somewhere near Bradford. Not sure if he's actually going to go for that Halong Bay city, but he might want to close it off for Mongolia, so he gets to protect Mongolia. In the meantime, there was that war between England and Middle Student. Middle Student does have a Defender of the Faith, and he did get the city of Armagh. It doesn't look like there's gonna be any kind of headway here by either side. In the city of Manchester, next turn we will see another Royal Navy dockyard, and he does have quite a bit of production in there, right? He's 7.7 right now, only 2 pop. Yeah, more than decent. Look at this, actually. This is a +5 campus slot, by the way. Very nice here. And let's check out their outputs. We got Japan there with 36 science and 18 culture. On the other side, we got Malm leading the way with 26 culture, 26 science and 20 culture. So let's see how this will evolve in the next stages of the game. On the Ills tab, I do see next up is actually Mongolia. Surprised there by the biggest band, 20 science with 15 culture. And look at this, Malm just jumped up to 32 science with 20 culture because of his harbor that is a +4. And he did get campus as well, and +4 in his capital. The Oracle did finish in the city of Tbilisi for Milamber, and he did go himself for the city park improvement, so he's gonna get the same yields from those city park tiles I was telling you about earlier. Getting another settler to the north there. Not sure exactly where he's gonna place it, but I'm guessing it's gonna be on this 1-2 tile. And look at that, Mapuche is actually interested in getting the city of Brussels to his east. That is at the edge of the map. He's not going to be able to, cross to the other side. And getting Warlord's throne. He is moving Liang in the city of Willy Mapu. That was his second city, I believe. Was it this one? Nagma? I'm not sure. We're not that far away from the biggest Ben starting up his factories. We see him already working on stirrups. He's gonna need to get feudalism first. Maybe someone will boost feudalism for him. I don't think he's gonna be interested in getting so many farms. That is necessary 6 farms to get it. In the meantime, Hannibal Barca. What? Oh, he got okay. He got the second classical general there, leaving Mapuche only with Shun Tzu. And he's gonna probably need to start working on a few projects here to get a guaranteed next general for his Keshex here, the medieval and Renaissance one. I believe even the first one gives, or is it classical and medieval, right? Yeah, he does get bonuses for the stirrups. From the first one, he did settle a city on the cliffs of Dover here, and I'm not sure, but I want to check how many relics does Mr. Middle Student here have. Who again, he adapted really nicely to the situation, being pushed on the sea with galleys from England, defended his capital quite well, and then in the meantime, look at this, got pyramids, he got Stonehenge, he has hanging gardens as well, using a Magnus as the governor of choice, and got Armagh as a city-state, took it over with forces, and now has a border, a direct border on the land against England. He's with Defender of the Faith, so his forces are quite powerful, I should say. England does not have a general, and I think he's this swords is actually swordsman is in danger, but I think Middle is not actually interested in pushing. He's more interested in just keeping his land, I believe. Rahendra Kola actually being picked here by being recruited by England. He's getting all of the admiral citizens here. Let's see. With 31, oh, he actually made a project for that. Interesting. Nice. Japan did settle a city to the north here, the city of Takamatsu. Not sure exactly why he did that, but he does have a city Patreon goddess instead of God of the Sea. So even though he does have quite a few fish tiles, those are going to be only one production. A lot of food, but only one production. So not sure how he's going to manage with the production in that city. A good harbor. I'm guessing maybe later on he could build a shipyard and get the production from that. We're gonna have to wait and see how he will adapt to this situation. He does have 5 cities right now, and he was made, or he decided, actually not made, he decided to retreat his galleys next to his cities. Phoenicia did get quite a few biremes there on the coast. There was no way either of them were actually gonna push there. And as I was saying, Candy was in the game, and it looks like Chuck Maurice is the one who got it. And I did want to check this. Where is Mr. Middle Student here? And I want to click on Great Works. He only has 1 relic, which gives him +2 faith and +2 tourism early on. That's not too bad, but not ideal either. That was probably the relic that the biggest Ben got. We can check that. The biggest Ben, Great Works, yeah, no Great Works in him, so he must have traded it away. Warlord's Throne being produced here by the biggest Ben, and I was seeing the same thing happening in Mapuche's capital city. And look at that, he actually managed to get 2 of his Shemamuls, those unique improvements I was saying, with giving him extra culture on those tiles. It's pretty good. He's gonna get really fast to his mercenary card. It's gonna be really useful. It looks like still Under the Gun is first in science here with 48 science and 19 culture, only 19 culture, while we got Malm on the other team, on Pyramid team, with 42 and 24, a little bit ahead in the culture department, but that might change. Middle student with only 24 and 32. The biggest band 24 and 24. PB Patrol Falcon here 21 and 35. And on the other side, this is a little bit disturbing. I don't see that much science being produced. Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. No, I just saw two culture there, and I was thinking to myself, oh my god, this I'm gonna see a Dido with pen brush and voice, but no, that is actually Namadol. That is the bonus of Namadol, giving that +2 to the coastal districts, or the districts on the coast. It looks like both England and Phoenicia are really interested in denying all the admirals in the game from Japan, but Japan will get at least one. He did get a project done right now, 28 great admiral points in this turn. This is Zheng He, the admiral that grants a free trader unit if it is activated. Not sure if he will want to keep it or activate it. We're gonna see. He's making more projects and building more harbors, getting more granaries. Well, actually, in his capital, he's getting a granary. I don't see a government plaza building, or a government plaza district for that matter, which is a bit unsettling here on Kyoto. He did build, he did go for campus slash commercial in his capital, and probably that's why he's building a granary right now. He will need extra housing to grow to the 7 pop necessary to get a third district in that city. In the meantime, it looks like India here, Falcon is expanding everywhere. It's gonna kill the city of Kandy. They probably found all the wonders in the game, and they don't consider Kandy anymore as an important city. Nerevar here will need to make some sort of land defense, because he's gonna be pushed by these Indian units. It's not gonna be long until the Legion of India will get into his cities, and he's gonna have to fight Crusader units. That's a +7 against him. It's not gonna be nice. If Falcon here decides to actually go for a general, it's gonna be amazing bonuses for him. But in the meantime, he's more interested in capitalizing on how much land he has already on 2, 4, 6, 8 cities, with from what I can see, another settler out and another one 4 turns in the build. He's making 106 faith a turn. We are only turn 45 right now. This is an impressive achievement. Milamber is on the other team with 51, leading the score, or I should say the table, the outputs in the faith department, but he's mostly focusing right now on culture, while middle student is probably gonna be the one to defend culture victor, which is kind of weird if you think about it. We're still gonna need we're gonna need Falcon here to defend culture victory. Milamber doesn't have that much culture, only 32 with 17 science, but he's gonna get quite a lot of culture soon enough, and science at the same time. Look at that, +4 campus is coming out next turn. Another one in Tsumi Skumi, not sure how to pronounce that. In 2 turns, where is it? This is it. This is a +2, okay? Getting more of his unique walls out and recruiting the writers. He was the one who did Oracle, and right now he's going on 6.9 grid writer points a turn, while middle student is just starting up his theater square. Yep, and there we go. The forces from India are actually pushing on after they did get the city of Kandy, and we're probably gonna see him do a little bit of harassment on Daido here. Daido a little bit behind in some aspects of the game. He did get his admiral. He's only on 43 science a turn with 34 culture. But comparing that to 52 science a turn and 22 culture is not that impressive. He's on 6 cities and he's barely getting. Oh, I mean, maybe this was the problem. He should have gotten this campus way earlier. While Japan did go for those early campuses and they did him good at this point in the game. He will need his government plaza though for his unique buildings, but we're gonna see how that works. In the meantime, Mount Vesuvius, I think it was actually changed in the recent patch of Frontier Pass because it was barely exploding. Like, from what I know about Mount Vesuvius in the normal games we had, it was barely exploding usually. So yeah, not a good city state, not a good not a good wonder to have. The Great Scientist of Hypatia is up. Libraries provide +1 science. Instantly builds a library in this district. And it looks like it will be picked by England if he does at least one project here. If not, probably somebody else will. At the moment, he's more interested in building up his galleys and trying to pre-build as many caravels as possible. Caravels did get a buff in the recent patch. They got a +10, I believe, against the ranged units, right? So they are now up to the task of withstanding those unique units of Indonesia. Those are the Jongs that do get an extra +5 when they are escorted. The only problem here will probably be as gold availability. What is the gold availability? We got all of them in the positive. 101 gold a turn for Malm, 29 on Nerevan, Chuck Morris 23 and Millenberg 23. They will probably need to give Malm as much gold as possible. He is working right now on feudalism technology, civic I mean, and he's gonna need to go for mercenaries to actually promote or upgrade, however you want to say. I think upgrade is the correct term. All of those galleys into caravels, so they're not gonna be 180 gold each, they're just gonna be 90. So 90 is more manageable than 190, right? 180. We are 9 turns away from switching the era, and we're gonna have to wait and see who's gonna get Golden Age and who's not gonna get on Golden Age. I think this is gonna be a deciding factor here on what's gonna happen next in the game. The Golden Ages are extremely important since they were buffed and reworked. They do give amazing bonuses. You get that extra science from the harbors, you get extra culture from your districts and gold. You can buy units or not buy units with faith in a monumentality golden age. So yeah, very good bonuses all around. Now, I do want to point out that India here, even though he does have 46 science with 55 culture, he's in the negative territory in gold. That is one of the problems with India most of the time, or religious civilizations, I should say. And but he is working on it. He's getting more commercial hubs down. That will allow him to build the markets and of course later on get some trade routes. He just chopped one. There we go. He knows he's not in a good spot with gold making. What is Where is middle student on the tech tree actually? He's going for military, let me see, military training, shipbuilding, barely shipbuilding. So he has a long way to go to actually getting cartography, not to mention square rigging. He didn't even get military engineering, and that is troubling because he does need niter for his unique unit. Those are the jongs, and because of that, he might actually lose his capital city of Mahapahit here. That is actually the only coaster he has, but there is a 11 pop city with his government plaza as well in there. Houses audience chamber as the unique building. Just placed down Petra. Why is he getting Petra from this city? Okay, interesting. And look at that, he might actually snatch Hypatia from the jaws of England here, getting a campus research grants project done next turn from the city of Armagh. It's probably gonna guarantee him Hypatia, a free library. Four turns away from mercenaries, Malm will probably be the first one in the game to actually get caravels out. In the meantime, there is a little bit of a skirmish here between India and Phoenicia, but it looks like Phoenicia might actually be able to withstand this easily. He does have swords to protect his borders. It doesn't have that many, I should say, ranged units like archers or quadrims, but he's just moving them into place right now. He's getting a swordsman in the city next turn. That's gonna buff up the garrison defense strength. I don't think that horse will get anywhere. And there we go. He just started killing those horses from India. India does not have the Crusader inside the city of LPQI. For it to work, for Crusader to work, you do need to get the spread into the city. Not to mention your units need to be inside those city styles to actually make it work. And I did see Hypatia being picked by none other than middle student. He's probably gonna wait 3 turns until he finishes. Yeah, and there we go. He just moved Hypatia there until he finishes another campus. That is what, a +1? Doesn't really matter, I guess. But it's gonna allow him to get a free library in that city, and the library that he has in Armagh will be upgraded with an extra +1 science. In the meantime, amazing campuses here from England. He's still in his free inquiry golden age. He has Auckland as well, so amazing production from his coastal resources. Too bad he doesn't have that many, but the ones he has are amazing. Look at the 333 grabs, 441 fish, 331 fish. I mean, those are amazing tiles to work anytime. Middle student is gonna get mercenaries next turn. Is anyone in the game from him, from his team actually making niter? Let's see on the army tab. Niter, no niter, no niter, no niter, no niter. Is anyone revealing or working on the niter technology? Nope. Oh, maybe Falcon. Yeah, Falcon will get will get it next turn. He will improve, or I should say, boost the technology for the others on his team. That's how it works in team games. Whenever you finish a technology or a civic, you do boost it for all of the members in your team. So now Falcon will be able to fund some Niter to Indonesia. Here Indonesia will need his Jongs. In the meantime, they will have a lot of problems with gold. As I was saying earlier, only Under the Gun is actually making gold. India is on 1 gold a turn. The biggest Ben with 1 gold a turn, getting the Keshik factory in working order here. Look at this, spamming Keshiks from all of his cities. And building a offensive line or defensive line, not sure how to call it here against Mapuche. He's probably not gonna get his golden age, and that will cause Mapuche to lose his +5 against him. That's gonna be a useful thing for him. In the meantime, the city that he placed on the cliffs of Dover is actually under siege by these English units. They don't have actually the punch to go through that defense, but slowly but surely he might take it down a little bit, and of course promote the galleys in the meantime. The city is able to heal, I should say, and I'm not sure why he's not making a wall with lime sky or something. Anyway, doesn't matter. I don't see that many units from Mapuche here. I was expecting to see much more more units from him. He does have a few horses to the north here. Not gonna be able to upgrade them where he is right now. Maybe in Bandar. Oh, Bandar is his. Okay, so he's gonna be able to get it inside the city there. Four turns away from getting the new age, and let's check it out. Just take a little peek on the era score. We got Indonesia 72 out of 72 era score. We got Under the Gun 43 out of 57. He's definitely gonna lose his golden age. Biggest Ben 61 out of 57. He cannot go around the golden age, and he's gonna remain with a +5 on him. That is not ideal. Gandhi Falcon 61 out of 65, needing only 4 points to get his golden age. He might actually make it. Let's see what he will do for the next golden age. Malm going for 52 out of 57. He needs 5 more points from somewhere. Since there are only 4 more turns, it might be possible, but we're gonna need to wait and see. Oh yeah, there we go. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, or at Halicarnassus, is being built in the city of London. Will give an extra culture and science on the tiles and faith, I believe, right, on the coastal resources, and that will give him some points for his golden age. Don't think it's gonna be enough though. He needs something else as well. Nerevar 49 out of 60, missing 11 points, getting a splendid commercial in his city, getting a wonder that is Colossus, 2 wonders actually, building a great lighthouse as well. It does look like he's probably not gonna get the great lighthouse. There is an English galley there that's oh, there are more English galleys. Oh, wait a second, these are his teammates' galleys. Never mind. Don't mind me. Chuck Maurice, Penbrush and Voice Golden Age. Current era score 50 out of 49. Definitely gonna get his golden age, and we're gonna have another golden age Mapuche going for Penbrush and Voice probably. Milamber 50 out of 52. He needs 2 more points to guarantee his golden age. He's probably gonna pick another writer here, getting at least 1 from there, and he's just gonna need 1 more point from something else. Might be a civic, might be research technology. We're gonna have to wait and see, but is clearly favored to get that golden age. Oh, and there we go. Two more points only for India to get his golden age. And it looks like Malm built his first caravel. And a lot of caravels, as it looks like. And let's check out the damage from the caravels on these galleys. Ooh, 467 strength against 41. Those galleys, even with Defender of the Faith, cannot withstand these caravel attacks. The caravels do have, of course, +4 from Oligarchy, +3 combat strength from Rahendra Kola. That is an admiral that has been activated. It gives +3 to all the units in his navy, and a +5 combat strength from the admiral. With 900 gold in the bank, Malm will probably be able to upgrade all of his galleys into caravels and go and take Middle Student's capital city. It doesn't look like Middle Student has enough boats to actually withstand this attack. He's trying to rebuild more. He does have the ability to buy them with faith. Still, he's making only 37 faith a turn. That's not an impressive amount. And not to mention, he has only one city on the coast which is able to buy those boats with. So this is getting into dangerous territory. He does have the cities placed at least 2 tiles away from the coast, except his capital city of Mahapahit. So he will be safe with other cities against until I should say until we're gonna see battleships from England. But at the moment we're gonna see battleships, probably the city of Ternate and Tuban will fall as well. One more turn from getting Petra in Badung. These tiles, these desert tiles, will turn into amazing tiles. And there was another relic found. Where was it? Who got the relic? I clicked too fast on that. Because it, let's see. No? Doesn't tell me? Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, look at this. Kesheks are on the field right now, and Mongolia is interested in pushing Mapuche here. I think Mapuche knows what is happening and started pre-building his own horses. And this is one of those things I was saying earlier. This is dangerous. This is really dangerous, as we know Mongolia has that ability to convert enemy units. So he might actually steal a few horses here from Mapuche. Mapuche, I don't think he's that far away from getting his own unique unit, that is the Melon Raider, and it looks like he is way ahead of the biggest band here in terms of science and culture. So he's probably not that worried. He did get an amazing Shemamul near the city of Wentemapu, near those coastal amazing tiles, wonder tiles of the Halong Bay. That's a 225 culture tile, by the way. Amazing, amazing there. Pre-building, I guess, as many unique units as possible. He sees the army of Mongolia going probably against Bandar Brunei, that is his city-state Suz. So, ooh, dangerous, dangerous. These Kesheks have proven time and time again they are amazing units to use on attack, amazing units to use on defense. They are extremely maneuverable, 6 movement, 30 melee strength, and 40 base attack strength. But just look at this damage, 53 on attack from all of those bonuses stacked. He just got a military alliance as well, so that's an extra +5. Not to mention Mapuche did get one, so they kind of equal themselves out. But yeah, in the meantime, there's no need to actually get archers on the field because you have those. And there we go, Mapuche's unique unit, the Malon Raider, is on the field and is going to be able probably to defend against these Kesheks. The Kesheks, look at this, only do 53 against 54. These units, the Malon Raiders, do get the +5 for Mongolia being in a golden age. He's gonna stay in a golden age. We're one turn away, and let me see. The biggest ban is 61 points already out of 57. Definitely 100% gonna get his gold range. Let's see if the number of Kesheks will actually be enough to overcome the Malon Raiders. That is one thing that Keshek factories are well known for. You just need enough of them against other units. And look at that, already 4 attacks from Kesheks are going on this Malon Raider, and it actually lived. No, he shot another. No, he didn't have. Oh, didn't have enough movement or space left for the fifth Keshek to actually do the attack on the Malon Raider, and the Malon Raider will live to tell the tale. He will get to promote if he moves next turn. He will probably shift enter away. In the meantime, the general is next to the Malon Raiders right now. Does it get bonuses? Yes, it does get a bonus from that. It's 57 against 47 on defense Keshek, but the Keshek is with the general himself, and it's only a 5 difference. 4 actually, 4 damage difference between them. One thing I do want to note here, the city parks do improve the tiles around them in appeal, so that is why Mapuche here is getting extra appeal from all of these tiles. Look at this, he has so many breathtaking tiles that he can put his Shemamuls on. That is why he's way ahead in the culture department, doing 69 culture turn right now with 51 science. I think that 69 culture is actually without a pen, brush and voice. That is the turn we actually changed era, and right now we're waiting for the output screen to update. In the meantime, let's see what's happening here on the coast. We got England here destroying middle student's fleet. It looks like middle student didn't get to upgrade his galleys into caravels, and England is just slaughtering all of these galleys without taking any kind of losses. He upgraded all of them. Next up on the coast will probably be Japan. Japan is not ready for it. He's trying to get a fleet up to the north, but he's gonna get squished between Phoenicia and England quite soon, and it's not looking good. 2 of the civilizations are in real danger. We have here Tamar that's going to be simming away quite easily. It doesn't look like this Keshek push will be successful or extremely successful, so there are chances. We're probably going to see a longer game than we were expecting. I know the majority of you wanted to see PP Patrol win this game. 86, I believe, was the count, the final count of the vote in the turn 10 that we did. And I'm thinking maybe I should, do another vote in a few turns or so. Maybe at turn 60 we're gonna do another vote, so there are 50 turns between them, and we're gonna see how the vote changed by then. Hello there, Fusion. How are you doing? You are the biggest, the first. Exactly, first in chat. And one thing I do have to note, the Kesheks are extremely powerful. They're not that strong on defense. They are extremely powerful on attack. So I finished that sentence properly. Not that strong on defense. That is probably what will happen. We're probably gonna see Falcon expand everywhere. He does have Crusaders, so he might actually crusade everyone in the game. Not sure exactly if that will be the case, but he might lose to a culture victory in the meantime. I didn't see him actually spam culture that much, but he does have choral music with what was that? I forget the belief, but anyway, let me check it out here. Oh, one second. Man, I can't see anything there, but I guess it's him. Well, I hope that's gonna be correct. Anyway, these Malon Raiders will have fun with these Keshiks. Look at that, 59 strength against 41. Even with the Keshiks getting 6 support, it's not enough to withstand the damage. These Malon Raiders are amazing units, by the way. Amazing units. They're gonna have fun with Mongolia here. Lay Ministry, that's the one I was looking for. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, that is the problem here. He doesn't have gold. 0 gold a turn for him and Ben. And that is, I found, quite a problem to solve on India. Um, he's gonna need, well, I guess he's gonna have high pop cities, so he's gonna get commercials. Well, that's not gonna be fast. And right now, his team is hurting because he doesn't have the gold. There could have been so many upgrades here for galleys in Japan or middle students galleys, but no, because they are lacking gold, they just can't do it. I mean, I think even middle student, if he goes for uh, caravels, he's just gonna lose them anyway, so it's not even worth getting them. Yes, Yang Ping, you're right. Poor Indo here. He's getting slaughtered, but I mean, it was kind of to be expected that this is gonna happen. You had England next to you and you went culture. England is well known for getting a lot of ships going on navy. They're gonna have enough gold to actually feed Indonesia here. Not Indonesia, sorry, feed Dido to upgrade his army, his navy. Look at that, 379 on Nerevar, 321 on Malm, 100 on Chuck Maurice. Chuck is pushing. Oh, he's slaughtering the Mongolian Keshiks. Look at this. Did he lose one? No, he didn't. It got back and promoted. Wow. But anyway, just look at this. He's getting more Keshiks behind that. Just, but he lost a city. Oh, I didn't see a cheeky attack here from Mapuche going behind enemy lines. He was keeping 2 horses to the north here, and it looks like he did punish Mongolia, the biggest Ben, with a flanking attack and surprised him. Got that city. You voted for that team too. Well, yeah, that's a feels bad moment. I don't know. We've seen a lot of games in which Falcon won just by himself. I'm not saying it's a good thing that happened, but it might happen. So let's not totally discard the PP Patrol team. They will probably lose quite a few cities here, especially on the coast. Japan will probably not be able to withstand both Daido and England attacking at the same time. I do want to point out he's not going to fight only on the coast. He's going to lose that +5 advantage. He didn't get admirals. He's working on it. He's working on it, making harbor shipment projects to get the next admiral. That is the Armada one, Santa Cruz. But Phoenicia, I think, wants one as well. And I did hear some upgrades somewhere. Oh, look at this. More boats, more pre-builds in Tyre City. Yeah, this is kind of a disaster on the sea here. But this is what happened, and I was worried about this from the beginning when I saw both Daido and Victoria being picked in the same team. It was kind of a feels bad moment right then and there, because Daido and Victoria should not be allowed to be together in the same team, like in any game, even on land. I mean, Daido is amazing on land. He just, with only 1 or 2 coastal, spams cities everywhere. And this is, not the civilization you want to go against easy. Anyway, turn 58. Let's put up that poll. We do have 5 minutes to finish it, and let's see what is the opinion on turn 60. What's it gonna be? Do you think they will come back? Is the pyramid team now favorite, or are the PP Patrol still the ones that will get the win here in the hearts and minds of the viewers? There we go. It is up again. You can find it at the top part of the chat with a drop down arrow. Arrow is pointing down. If you click on it, it's gonna open up the option to choose between PP Patrol and Pyramid. You do know that right now we got England pushing Indonesia. He's actually, he just went, oh my god, he went around that city. He knows he's not gonna probably push that city without frigates, and he's just gonna go and attack Japan here. He's gonna try to destroy all the pre-builds and the ships of Japan. Japan is trying to pre-build as many as he can, but will he be on time? He's probably gonna lose a lot of these. They don't have gold. They don't have gold. On the whole, like the entire PP Patrol team, they're not making, or are they barely making? I think they're barely making 100. They're like, what, 46, 40, 45, that's a 91, or 2 more gold for a middle student. So 93 with another 10, 103 gold for the entire PP Patrol team. That is less gold than Daido makes alone. I mean, Mal makes 72 himself. We got Chak with 78, Milamber with 48. And in the meantime, they're gonna start losing their pre-builds, so they're not gonna have that much to upgrade anyway. It looks like the chat is undecided here. Not decided. We got 2 votes in the Pyramid team and only 1 vote in the PP Patrol right now. There were at least 6 votes that I have counted in the first iteration of this vote at the beginning of the game, turn 10. And right now there is a close tie, 50%, 50%. You guys, look at this. The Phoenician caravels are out, and it looks like Falcon is starting to mass a bit of army in the city of Kandy, in the borders of the city of Kandy. That is next to LPQY. 94 science turn with 86 culture turn from India there. Still not able to buy anything or field an army. Remember, once you start upgrading your units, you need to pay upkeep for them. And this is the moment we're going to start seeing these English caravels go against the Japanese caravels. The Japanese do have +5 on the coast. They do not have an admiral to help them, give them the extra +5. And they're going to start losing health quite soon. the thing is, he's gonna get walls up, and that is problematic. But look at this, England is starting to prepare with frigate pre-builds. Those are the quadrims in the main series. He's already on 2, 4, 6, 7 quadrims in his series, building more, at least 2 more. That's enough frigates to actually tackle this. In the meantime, most of those bireams have been upgraded into caravels, and they are being sent with admirals against Japan here. 1 more minute to go and it's 50-50. We don't know yet, 50-50. It looks like the number of Kesheks is starting to run on this Mapuche. He's losing units left and right because of that. He's gonna... Yeah, he shift entered the way there, and I think that I just saw the first frigate of the game being... Yeah, there we go. Under the gun was... Yeah, there we go. Under the gun just got frigates. They're not that powerful anymore, so as you can see, they're not doing extreme amounts of damage against these caravels. The caravels, as far as I know, did get a plus 10 against them, so right now they're 71 against the 57. You do need a lot, like a lot of them to do it, and it looks like they didn't consider middle student as a valid target here. They just went around him, and I think that was the good choice. They're gonna pummel the coast of Japan here until it breaks, and it looks like he's only left with a few pre-builds. And there we go, 50-50. It's anyone's games right now. Anyone's game, right? Anyone can win. We got PV Patrol, we got Pyramid. Any of them in the Group A can win right now, and I think it's gonna be an important and valuable win for Pyramid to get a win over PV Patrol, and that is why they're doing their best to get it. Three turns away from getting Grandmaster Chapel in the city of Delhi. That will allow Falcon to buy units with faith. He is making 180 faith a turn, 179 to be exact, and right now he did catch up in the gold department, but not that much. 39 gold a turn, getting in Camon out. He's definitely interested in going for a late game push. We did see him in the, for example, in the top 10 exclusive tournament, go for a late game push with tanks / modern armor, armies and, well, corps and then armies. So we might see actually the same thing going on right here. There was a change in the BBG that does allow, I think, military academies to give oil. Let's watch the war here, and then I'm gonna switch to the military academy information there so we can see it. Yep, there we go. They do provide +2 oil per turn once discovered. So not only does he get more production, he will get general points and +2 oil each. That is why at the moment he's spamming out those encampments so he can start building up to his military academies. I don't see enough units of Mapuche on the defensive here. I I think he needs a lot more. Not sure exactly what he's doing right now. Oh, intelligence agency, so he's gonna get that spy. At the moment, these Kesheks do 65 against his, and what is the diplomatic visibility count? Let's see. Oh, they don't have an extra one? Interesting. Okay, interesting. So they're at the same level of diplomatic visibility? Okay, okay, understandable. The question here is, does Malm have Niter? No, he doesn't. He's gonna rely on Chuck for Niter and Nerev. Nerevar. Well, that's the end of that Varu push. But he did make him spend his Niter. There is, I think, a mistake there. Unless he spent it with the Retinues card that allows him to upgrade with half the cost of strategic resources. That's actually viable. Only 2 Musketmen have been upgraded. That's okay. Ish. But still, India getting a few more units out, 22 gold a turn. Man, is not gonna be happy with how much gold he's making. On this side, it looks like Mongolia is starting to push in and breaking the lines of Mapuche here. He might actually overcome Mapuche's defenses, and that was why I was worried. It doesn't look like these Malon Raiders are up to the task of withstanding so many Keshik attacks. These are really so many Keshiks. Amazing. But that is how that is how Mongolia works. You just spam those Keshiks away. Thank you very much, Young Ping. I really do appreciate it. And I do hope we're gonna see more interesting games in the future with late game pushes with a lot more elevated, I should say, strategy, so we can comment on them. Not to mention, we want to see, everybody wants to see nukes. Haha. But anyway, we're probably gonna see those tanks at some point in the game. It does look like they're not gonna see soon. Phoenicia here, Nerevan is starting to work on the city of Takamatsu with his caravels. He's probably gonna lose a few of them if he keeps doing that. He doesn't get enough experience points. Yeah, there we go. He just lost his first one. I think he gets enough for level 1, but once he hits level 2, it's just not enough for him to go to level to another level. Where are the frigates? The frigates, there we go. Okay, the frigates. English frigates are out. He upgraded a few of them. Not that many though. Only 2 in the city of Manchester. Oh, never mind. He is actually helping out Mapuche here. There we go. Okay, that is actually good. Mapuche is getting walls in 2 turns. That's gonna not be enough actually. He has enough movement on those knights to actually push on this turn and take it over next turn. They're gonna be damaged, quite a few of them, but it's those frigates were just 1 turn too late on that battlefield. And there we go. That is it. That is it. We're actually lagging a little bit behind because the players are playing with the animations turned off on attack, so they're like fast animation. And that is it. The city of Mapuche has been razed to the ground by the Mongolian units. And this is why it was 50-50. Mongolia is still pushing into Mapuche. Mapuche getting that +5, the same amount of damage. The problem is the lack of units on Mapuche's side, and that was why I was extremely worried earlier. He had all the time in the world to build more units. He just chose not to, and I'm not sure exactly why. He does have good outputs, 60 science, 83 culture, but only 132 military strength against, guess what, 700 military, 785 military strength from the biggest Ben. Ben is a very experienced Mongolian player, I should say. He's I think he's from the Nordic European countries. Not sure if Sweden or Finland. Definitely one of the Nordic ones. Hello there. Access me, Mr. Aaron. And this is how we see a 32 science and 38 culture return civilization kill a civilization that is more than double his output. Mongolia doing extremely well right now. The biggest Ben here. Yes, Ben pushing before cuirassiers. And look at this, the Keshek factory turning up a notch. Another 2, 4, 5 Kesheks on the field here with he actually, look at this, he actually stolen a Malon Raider from Mapuche. Interesting. Hello there, Oknad. Welcome. We're watching this beautiful game between PB Patrol and Pyramid on the Inland Sea map. There, I think Yoshi was the one who said that pikemen are extremely good against Kesheks, and I think he's right. They do get a +10 strength against cav units, so that means these pikemen are extremely strong on defense and offense. Look at that, they get 66, and this is a level 0 pikeman. It's not upgraded. Next turn, we're gonna see the ancient walls being finished in the city of Nangulu Mapu, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be. There's not gonna be enough units here to actually get it. And are they buying pikemen for what is this? They're actually buying pikemen with gold. Wow. Whoa. How much is a pikeman if you buy it with gold? Yeah, 360. Okay. I guess for 128 gold a turn and 108 Nerevan gold a turn. It's not that impressive. It might be that they just need to buy him like 2 or 3 more pikemen and that's it. And it looks like Mr. Chuck Morris will live to fight another day. I think Mongolia is waiting for his reinforcements. He does have extra cash coming from behind, but that will just give Mapuche enough time to make more of these pikemen. What's happening here? It looks like the first city of Japan just got raised by England. He even got that city without his frigates on the battlefield. It looks like they're a few turns away from getting there. Quite a few turns away. Is Phoenicia gonna bring some? He will, and it looks like in the meantime, look at this. India is pushing with bombards. That is I think the perfect tactic here to go with the bombards. The bombards do a lot of damage to the naval units. They don't receive that bonus the ranged units do against boats. So let's check it out. For example, if I watch an archer, how much damage it does on a frigate, it will receive a minus 17 less effective versus naval units nerf, while the bombards do not get that. As you can see, they do not get that. Also, Falcon looks like he has +6 intel on opponent's movement. That means there is a spy in the city, and I think he has printing. At this point, I didn't see, but I don't think Nerevan has printing. And yeah, he doesn't. He's barely working wheel. That is the bottom 3. Oh, wait. Making walls against bombards? Kick. This is not a good idea, guys. I mean, so first of all, bombards are siege units, right? So they specialize against destroying walls. Why would you build something like that? You're better off getting these muskets. I do think the bombards at this point are too strong. They should not be as strong as musketmen, for example. But yeah, it looks like there will definitely be a big problem here for Mr. Phoenicia, even though they will probably kill off Japan, or maybe he will survive. Let's see. Let's see what he does. I think they committed too much on the sea here, and they're just gonna lose the land. What is Tamar doing? We haven't been seeing what's happening with Tamar. So Tamar is not getting enough tourism. Actually, middle student is 7 out of 34 tourists already. So it looks like he is the favorite, the clear favorite to get the culture victory over here. Even if Tamar did get Oracle, he did get quite a few theater squares and quite a few great people. It's still middle student with the highest tourism return. He did get a few wonders of his own, and he did manage to save his city. from destruction. Right on time, getting the walls right on time, and that single caravel upgrade in his main city on the coast there, having a city that is a 70 strength plus. I believe it was 73 at that point. It was just too much for these caravels, the English caravels, to handle. Now, Ognat, if you want me to put up a link, you can send it in private in Discord, and I will put it up. Oh, it looks like India is breaking the front here, the Phoenician front. Phoenicia will probably not be able to save himself here, even with that amazing amount of frigates. India will just steamroll him. 19 science, 96 science with 112 culture return. Minus 30 fold gold for India here. Definitely in the red there. Actually, wait a second, he just killed the bombard. Wow. Wow. Is this actually gonna be enough? Is he gonna put like, you know, frigates all over the place and defend himself? Wow. He's gonna, like, Falcon will be so mad. It looks like the total attention of Mongolia is redirected against the city of Bandar Brunei. That is one of the commercial city-states in the game. The other is Hunza, and another, the third one, is Lisbon. We do have two of them being held by Chuck Morris, Hunza and Bandar, and one of them held by Under the Gun, that is Japan. Oh, yeah. Oh, you clipped it? Oh, cool, man. Wait a second. Was that the bombard from here that it didn't die? Oh, wow, it didn't die and it got promoted to level 2? No. Okay, interesting, interesting. I'm surprised Middle Student didn't go for some bombards of his own on the coast here. He would have just needed like 3 of them and the coast would have been saved. Instead, he went for crossbows. That's not ideal. I was saying earlier, ranged units do get a penalty, a big penalty, attacking naval units. And right now they just gave a free promotion to that English frigate. Well, actually, Malm might actually, you know, not load in fast enough, I guess. And there was another city of Mongolia being raised. The cliffs of Dover city was raised by some English frigates with the help of Byrim. England did get one single ironclad, and I think that will be enough to boost his city defense strength against any Mongolian unit. And it looks like Mapuche right now is building a line of pikemen to defend himself against Mongolia. It might be that India will not be able to push at this point in time. He will probably be able to push at tanks, since I don't think. Well, actually, both of them have good science. They might actually get to. Well, actually, that's not enough science. I was thinking they might actually get to battleships or like something, but it's not enough science to do both. We got Malmon industrializations that is 2 turns. He will uncover um, coal, and I guess that will be a good thing. But then he has to go all the way down the bottom tree to actually get battleships. As some of you know, industrialization is on the top part of the tree, and you have to go mass production, square rigging, then industrialization, and then if you want to uncover refining, that is the technology for battleships and oil, you're gonna have to go all the way bottom. So rifling, for example, needs ballistics and military science. That is the bottom 2 trees. And then you got refining there. And of course, battleships, guess what? They require coal. It's an extremely long way to go. Extremely long way. But anyway, in the meantime, they did manage to put back under the gun here quite a lot. Oh, I just noticed he didn't get his golden age, by the way. We're 5 turns away from the next era, and are we gonna see a heroic age under the gun? Let's see, 57? No, we're not. He's gonna be still in the dark age. Unfortunately, not getting his second age put him back quite a lot in the science department. He was lucky, or I should say, I guess he made a good choice building campuses at the beginning and getting direct science from those instead of relying on free inquiry. Ooh, just enough damage on that musket to actually stay alive. He's at 3 HP out of 100 right now, and he does have a promotion available. They CC'd! Unbelievable! PP Patrol CC the turn. I'm not sure exactly what turn was it, but I'm gonna fail here. Let's see. Just one more turn. We got turn 72 CC from the PP Patrol. It looks like the gold was getting to them. Minus 27 gold on Mr. Gandhi there on Falcon. This is 3-2 right now. 3 wins for the PP Patrol, 2 wins for Pyramid. This is week 3, and they need to play another week to see who's gonna be first on the seed here. Unfortunately, I did get the Phyrexis crash right now. Kick W, it happens. And I do hope you enjoyed this. We're gonna have another cast tomorrow at let me check it out and put it up here. In the meantime, let's check out the group stage, what happened in the second week. We are in the third week, so this is what happened from before. Wait. This. Not sure exactly why it's changing there. Let's see. So let me check out the Civ World Cup thing. Looking for... We got TBD versus next Vigrem Sunday, 4:30 p.m. GMT. So tomorrow, guys, we're gonna see each other again. We're gonna see an amazing game from Group B this time. TBD will go against Next Vigram. I do wanna remind you guys, Next Vigram are the winners of the Distoria Type E Stream Tournament and the first season of the Civilization World Cup, while TBD is, we should say, newly formed, but a lot of good players in them. I can actually put up on the screen here the rosters. We have in the TBD team Elmok, Apriolo, Carrier, CivRider, Corny, Mioel, and Tordred. All of them have shown they are up to the task of fighting against the best there, and I think we're gonna see very good matches. They did get a win last week against Team Ulysses, I believe. It was an amazing game to watch with I don't know what's happening there with my screen, my stream. I'm sorry, I need to look at the hotkeys to see exactly why that is happening. But anyway, I think you got the point. Let's see each other tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. GMT. I hope you like this game between Pyramid and PP Patrol. I hope we're gonna see more of these stable games, quote unquote. Please don't give us connectivity issues, please no. And in the meantime, my name is Michael. I hope you're gonna get a lot of joy watching these games, and in the meantime, let's enjoy our Saturday night. Welcome back, Young Pink. Team Pyramid actually won with a concede vote at turn 72 by the PP Patrol team. They didn't see a window or a victory condition for them in the end. So there we go. See you guys tomorrow, and thank you very much for the support and the follows.